I was an undergrad, I thought getting hired was mostly about being impressive on paper, about stacking more skills, more tools, more projects, until eventually something stood out. So I kept adding things, another framework I barely had time to understand, another repo that looked good but wasn't finished, another night staying up late telling myself this would be the one. From the outside, it looked like progress. It looked like momentum. But from the inside, it felt heavier every time. Applications went out anyway. Carefully written, carefully adjusted, and nothing came back. Not rejection emails, not feedback, just silence. And silence is a way of convincing you that you're missing something important, that everyone else figured it out. So you don't stop. You add more again, hoping the next layer finally makes the difference. It took me a while to realize this. Hiring is not about finding the smartest person, it's about avoiding the worst outcome. Someone who disappears when things get hard, someone who lets things fail without flagging it, someone who needs constant rescuing. Every interview is really asking the same thing. If we put this person into motion, what kind of problems would show up? This is why being smart isn't enough, because being smart does not predict follow-through. In school, effort is visible. Grades exist, deadlines exist. In hiring, effort disappears. Only outcomes remain. Did it stay up? Did it make it to production? Could someone else understand and maintain it? This is why students who feel average sometimes get hired faster. Not because they are better, but because they feel safer to work with. Reliability is not exciting, but predictable teams get more done. And predictability is what people look for. I used to think projects showed skill. They do not. They show behavior, how you scope, how you choose what matters, and how you react when things break. Ten unfinished projects say you are curious. One finished project say you can decide. And deciding is harder than coding. This is what teams actually need. Unfinished work creates question. Questions create doubt. And doubt slows everything down. If someone cannot tell what you were responsible for, they move on. Not because you failed, but because guessing takes time. And as time passes, opportunities move on. And the motivation to hire you fades with them. Most interviews are not exams. They're closer to simulations. Can you explain yourself? Can you stay oriented when unsure? Going quiet does not look thoughtful. It looks risky. This is why explaining your thinking actually matters. Not to sound smart, but to show you can be a great asset that can be workable with. People hire people they can think with when things stop going smoothly. Because people aren't hired for their intelligence. Rather, they're hired for potential and growth they could bring in for the company. A lot of students are waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel confident, but confidence doesn't arrive before work, it comes after. After something runs, after something fails, after you sit with a problem longer than your self-doubt. Screenshots, demos, readmes that show how you think. That's what people trust. And hiring isn't about finding the best person, it's about how fast an employer feels safe choosing you.
我有自己的原则，我不想一辈子让人踩在脚下。你以为我是臭要饭的？我忍了3年。
Getting hired in tech is not being exceptional. It is being understandable when things are uncertain. When people can see how you think, how you decide, and how you finish, they stop wondering if you're ready. They just assume you are. Most tech undergrads do not miss opportunities because they lack ability. They miss them because no one could clearly see them operating inside the real system.